Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I am finally going to take the plunge. I'm going to try making a junk journal, something that I have been putting off doing for quite a while, but I have gotten such a desire to do that sort of hands-on, fun, enjoyable art play that it's finally here. I have watched Lori Marie, and I have watched Gail and other people on YouTube and watched the lovely things that they do. And well, here's Carol's version from the very beginning. I really, truly have no idea where we're going, but I'm going forcefully. This is the cover, and let me first explain where these signatures came from. I had these in a cover made out of from a notebook and held in with rubber bands. Well, that wasn't such a good idea. And I managed to neglect this and not pay too much attention to it. And I realized that I had put some rather nice quality bits of paper in here. I have some mixed media paper, but a good bit of watercolor paper in these signatures. And as you can see, it certainly only got a little bit of my time and attention here and there. And I thought, well, wouldn't this be a fun place for me to get my feet wet in this new world of junk journal making? So these are the signatures that I am going to put into this cover, and I've given a little bit of leeway top and bottom and measured out, because I know that things can extend past the edge of the cover. I have watched many people have many different ways of including their signatures into the cover, and I decided that probably the simplest way is to use elastic cord. So the elastic cord is from Joann Fabrics, and this cover is a placemat. I'm learning how to drill holes. End of that part. I was truly planning to leave that placemat showing on the front, because this was so-called my fledgling. But you know, I looked and looked and I said, you know, just kill me now. I really am not ready for this. So I took some time to, this is the gesso for the inside of the cover, 2 light coats, and then I put a light coat over the front, and mixed 2 colors together while the gesso was wet, and then I really let it dry so that it would be able to handle the, and wouldn't crack on me, and I'm not seeing any sign of that. So, since I am not sure, I've decided to finally use a couple of the pages from my Thurber cleanup book that I love so much, and I've decided on the inside cover and the back I would put this piece of cleanup paper, and this is a piece of my art, and the colors work because I am trying to stick with some of the blue from there. I don't know why, just because I want to. And so this is rather nice, heavy quality watercolor paper, and I thought that this might make a nice pocket. So that I'm planning for that, and this for the front cover. And I haven't thought much further about that other than this will be my beginning. Then, and I've got out my matte medium, which I haven't used too much of lately, and I realized that I need to get some more. Well, that's a good reason to replace that. So, the front cover. Let me share with you the bin that I went to for finding some collage bits to add, because one of my personal desires for this journal is to have fun making tuck spots and pockets and inclusions and all of that wonderful stuff that I just cannot wait to do. But I also want to include some of Carol in it, some of my little bits of art and little bits of pieces, and some of the collage that I love so much. So this is my my flower collage, is what it says. It is and it isn't. So let's look now. A lot of you have asked to see the process that I use to find my bits. So this was on sale for $1, because it's, of course, last month's, and the paper in it is really almost feels like a plasticky canvas. So let's see. Well, look what I have here. I think that will get pulled. This, not so much. Wowsy, maybe that. Maybe that, because of, well, that goes. Whoa, yes. Wouldn't this make a nice pocket for the inside in the signatures? But since I'm here, I might as well, any more blue hiding in here? No, not too much. Okay. Yes. So, take those. Now I might or might not use them, but at least they will be out and looking pretty and making me remember them. So that's number one. And this, as you can see, is some larger pieces in my collage stash. That, nothing to do here. Let's see what we see here. These are bits that I pulled from magazines over the last year or so. Well, well, well. Oh yes. Oh yes. That one, I love, 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 but I don't think it's going to go in a junk journal. I think I'm going to save that because I have only one, although I could copy it, but that would not be right for copyright purposes. No, I'm going to keep that one. Not use that one this time. Let's see what's back here. Anything? No. Yes. Yes. Let's see what's here. Oh, forgot about these puppies. More. A little bit of hydrangeas. There's never enough of those pups. Now, let's see what we have here. The fun of this is that you always find things that you've forgotten that you have and that might or might not be usable. Well, that's an odd place for those, but there they are. Well, well, well. Very big. Whoa. Not so very big. Anything else? What's this back here? My tissue stash. Yes. Maybe this someplace too. Well, I'm with you, and the afternoon thunderstorms are starting. I don't know why, but I'm going to take that also. Anything here? No. And this big. Ugh. Let's see what's here. Is my Victoriana. Well, my. Well, blue or what? And roses. Happy days. Or this one. No, too busy. And I forgot that about these papers. I don't know where they came from. Oh, look at this. Look at this puppy. See, I have to look at all of these things with a new eye now. I do believe these came out of an egg, because I have honestly no idea where some of these came from, but all right. So these bits might find themselves on the front cover or anywhere through the journal, and if they're not used, they'll come back into this collection. And okay, this can go back to its happy home. All right, mission accomplished. Let's review. Let's see if I still like what's here. Yes, I do. Hydrangeas and calendar bits. So I'm procrastinating again, and I'm going to stop. I've picked 2 stencils that I thought I'd use for some background here. I like this one because it kind of works with what was here originally. So I'm going to get to business now and do some background here. Let's mark where this is going to fall. And right there. And right here. going to use the two colored shades of blue that I had put on the front and add a little bit of this tropical bay because I like to break up some, I want to break up some of that blue. Oh goodness. I'd like to get some of this done before I have to turn this off. Wait out the storms. This is my Ceramcoat Soft Cornflower, Ceramcoat Blue Heaven. And Tropic Bay Blue. It's a stretch of the imagination to call that any shade of blue, but no one asked me. So let's get a little bit of background doings happening. I'm going to work on this while the afternoon Florida storms blow through. When I come back, I'll have the stenciling done here, and I will attach these pieces of cleanup paper and the pockets to the inside. Then I'll probably add some of this stenciling over the top of it, across the top of it all. That's the plan now. Storms permitting, I'll be back soonest. Well, the thunder has stopped, so I'm taking advantage. I used a little of the two stencils on the front that I used on the back. I don't know what is going to cover them or what's going to happen, but I put them there because I have it on the inside cover. So, we have the inside cover with the cleanup paper down, and now a pocket. I've rounded the corner here on the same corner rounder that I used. Oh my. Okay. Maybe that's too deep, but what do I know? So glue on 3 sides only. Oh yes, here we go. Let's make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay, not the top, Carol, not the top. Why don't you hold the top? Therefore you won't glue it. Good thinking. Alrighty. I feel as all thumbs doing this as I did when I first started watercolor. It's unbelievable. Alrighty. So I have the Elmer's Extreme that I've had and never used. And at the Dollar Tree, I noticed that they had some Aleene's Original Tacky for $1. I thought I would give it a try because a lot of people seem to use it. And the only way I'm going to find out is by doing. Right, now, somewhere in my kingdom, guess not. That paper is a bit heavy. Right, back I am in the live and learn mode. Okay. now I'm going to do what I thought I might do, and let's see what happens. I'm thinking sprawled right across this. Might be this. Yes, it might. And on this, I'm going to use Midnight Blue, which is a blue-gray, for the lower bits, and then work it out into the ultramarine at the top. It says in the fine print. Okay. And now now over this way. And up this way. Further. I don't know whether this is technically junk journaling or not, but it's right now it's Carol's definition. I can't wait to evolve into all of the next steps that I'm looking forward to. Goodness. I think I might know what this is going to look like, but not really. That might just be enough. Now, don't I wish that I knew whether this was going to tuck. Oh yes, yes. Okay, now, I believe that's the beginning. Whoops, I forgot some lights. I hope that it wasn't too difficult for you to see. Now, back to seeing what's going to happen now on the front. I don't know why. Oops, well I can, no, that's right. I can trim that a little bit, can't I? Yes. Now, all right. That might go there. I don't know why, but towards the back cover. All the way on the back. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, we've got hydrangeas. Maybe just a little bit of that. Maybe a little bit of that. I'm trying to build the story and it's not coming as easily as it might. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe softer and easier. Maybe softer and easier. And, oh no, oh no, no, no. Oh, oh, my. Maybe softer and easier. And that green could run to the side of that building. Maybe we'll save that one to the inside. This keeps moving over and over, doesn't it? Now let's see what's happening here. Oh, yes. Saved. Okay. As you can see, my process is absolutely in the category of catch can. There we go. And do I want some background to show? Probably. First some tearing. I think the only thing that I won't tear will be this. All right, I'm going to do some I'm going to fussy cut this, and then I'm going to do some tearing. Yes. Now I want this mound of greenery here, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Now, soften up the lines here. These, of course, are the biggest hydrangea bushes on the face of the earth. No possible reality here. Good. Reality is sometimes certainly not an art, not necessary. All right. This bit maybe back here. There are very few instances in which I like a hard edge. This building being one of them. I'm so not sure about that. Well, how about this sward right here, right there? Let's see. I know that many of you are thinking, well, it's supposed to be a junk journal, Carol, and you haven't seemed to kick your habit yet. Well, can I rationalize that by saying this is the cover? The surprises will be within? Or is that too silly? this bit. I don't know what this metal is doing here, but it's bad enough. Okay, now I'm sorry. The silences are not doing you any good. I'm aware of that. I'm going to give this a think. This might be all for the bottom of the front cover until I get to have one of my brainstorms about what's going to happen up there. Maybe I'll look for more now, would I do that? I mean, would I do that? Would I do that? Or would I do that? Art quandaries. I wish I could hear your opinion. Since the building and the bushes make no sense, and I love hydrangeas, so they're going to be there, and I love that, it's going to be here. I must have a think. I will return when something happens in my brain. The cover has had overnight to dry, and I've had plenty of time to have a think. And I'm going to stop with the inside of the cover, and in part 2, go on to further embellishment. I've pulled out some jelly-plated paper and the rest of the pocket material, possibly to do inserts, cards, etc. on part 2. So I'm going to leave well enough alone here. And since I'm carrying out the theme on the background here, I thought, well, why not? Why don't I add on the back of the cover a little bit of a tree-like statement, because I think that would give it some height up here. So I'm going to do that, and I've gotten out 2 shades of green, the way I did 2 shades of blue on the inside. I've gotten out my Ceram Coat Dark Forest Green and my Leaf Green. Not much of this is going to show on the green of the collage, but I'll know it's there. do love this dark forest green so much. Now, a bit of the leaf green. It's a nice opaque green. Some of the greens, even in Ceramcoat, are a bit, I find it to be a bit thin, but this one is not. Well, fingers crossed. Yes, less is more. And now I have decided to follow my inclinations up here and stick to this motif for the front cover. Very good. And for this, I'm going to use heavy gesso. And this says super heavy gesso. So this must be put on almost the way you would apply a molding paste, but it is thinner, and I've had good luck with it. Wish me luck here. Because it being gesso, it's going to cover nicely what is underneath. I'm going to go slowly and carefully, Carol. not going to pick this up to look until the entire thing is accomplished, which will take a while because I'm going along carefully here. I want to keep this paper stencil as flat as I can. I've decided to break this into two parts, which I try not to do, but I know that I have been feeling my way along with this, and I think I've been overly wordy, but I do hope that if you are unable to watch all of this, you will find the bits that entice you, and use those as your learning experience and my share. Get this other flower started up here. This is certainly going to have my fingers crossed. When I remove this stencil. And oh my. Just, oh my. I think I'll say mission accomplished. Yes, I will. And not too much went under. Just a little bit here and there. But not so much as to break the lines. Yay, heavy gesso. So, I want to be careful when I handle things that I'm not causing after the fact problems. So, here we have it. It's going to take a good while for this to dry, but I'm thinking it might have done the trick for the cover, the front of the cover. If you have enjoyed my sharing of this step into a new world, and there are so many art worlds to step into, I do hope that you will give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would certainly appreciate your subscribing to my channel and joining me probably next Tuesday, in which I maybe put a few finishing touches, although not necessarily on the front, but I will be working on adding bits and bobs to the inside of the cover. Not too many, because it is just a cover inside, and maybe I'll even begin a first page in this new world of junk journaling. Bye now.